Welcome back to Grind My Gears. Technically welcome to Grind My Gears. We are taking the show in a new direction. Instead of 1-minute videos of me venting and ranting, these videos will be scripted or more in depth. So, let's begin. Today's topic, Team Sonic Racing. Team Sonic Racing is a racing game made by Sega and developed by Sumo Digital. Sound familiar? Well, I'll talk more about the elephant in the room later. What is important, though, is that for me, this game is a disappointment to the Sonic Racing series. I rather play Sonic R and Sonic Freeriders than TSR, and I'll explain why. Team Sonic Racing is a racing game where teamwork is the main focus. Just think of it as a more in-depth Mario Kart Team versus or Crash Nitro Kart. It's just Sonic Heroes on wheels. And the problems already start. First, this game has 15 characters. Yes, I want you to think about that. This is an 8th generation console game with only 15 characters. Mario Kart Double Dash, a 6th general console game for the GameCube that released November 7th of 2003, has 20 characters, 5 more characters than TSR. I'm not gonna talk about the obvious like Zavok being here, Vector being here but not on his own team, no Charmy or Estio, Cream not being here but being replaced by Chow, no Marine to complete Silver and Blaze's team, etc. But the fact that Battle and Rose aren't here or any non-Sonic Sega character, yes, we'll get to that, just puts a bad taste in my mouth. However, let's talk about the racetracks, which are somehow worse. There are 18 tracks in the game, 21 in total because you unlock 3 from story mode, which we'll get to in a moment. But those numbers are deceiving. While there are 21 tracks, there are 7 themes, with 3 tracks for each theme, which not only limits your creativity but also makes it seem like each 3 tracks for a set blend in together. That's not even a problem for just a set. Some tracks honestly blend in together, despite being from different sets. Also, these tracks are very boring, with barely any set pieces to stand out. Yes, we're not there yet, so most tracks blend in and others aren't memorable. Also doesn't help that like 8 of these tracks are from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Only a few tracks have okay set pieces to make them stand out a bit, like Boo's House from the Sonic Hollis set, but those are the exception, not the rule. Also, only 21 tracks. Literally every Mario Kart game after Double Dash, excluding games like Home Circuit and the arcade games, has 32 tracks. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the game TSR was competing with, had 48 tracks at the time and will have 96 by 2023. There was also another racing game that came out after TSR, but we'll get to that later as well as the elephant in the room. This story mode is on par with Freeriders, ironically. They only use cutouts of each character. Just like Freeriders, the teams fight, for no reason just like the rival games, and is pretty mindless like every other 2010 Sonic game story. Here's a brief summary. A guy named Dodonpa comes from his home planet and makes energy, based on friendship, to power his cars, and he uses Sonic and friends to test them. Sonic's friends don't trust him and think he's working with Eggman. He's not, and then Sonic and his friends fight Eggman with cars. Did that sound short? Well, it was, but the game stretches that out for way too long. It's full of missions where you collect stars that you need to get to the next chapter, and you need to play this mode to unlock the final 3 levels. I split this next section into 3 parts. First, let us talk about the music. It's pretty good, but most Sonic games have good music, even the bad ones like Sonic R, Sonic and the Black Knight, which I actually like, Sonic Colors, which I also like, Sonic 06, which is overhated, Sonic Forces, etc. But here are some of the songs I actually enjoyed. sorry to spoil the good streak, but let's talk about the item shop and online. First, fuck the item shop. I'm so sick of games having a gacha-style item shop where everything you get is random. I just want to buy what I want, and for some reason, a lot of games do this now. I have no idea why. Who actually likes the idea of spending in-game currency just to get something you want? It's so stupid, and I wish console games stopped doing this. For fuck's sake. The online is pretty barren, not really a surprise. I got this game in 2020, and it was barren then, and probably worse now. Just don't get the Switch version unless you love PowerPoint presentations. But yeah, time to talk about the thing. Team Sonic Racing is a racing game made by Sega and developed by Sumo Digital. Sounds familiar because they made Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, an overall better game. The game was inspired by Mario Kart 7 and Diddy Kong Racing, as you can switch vehicle types on certain sections. Most of the tracks also change on certain laps, so they are also memorable. The characters consist of all Sega reps like AA from Super Monkey Ball, VB Joe from Crazy Taxi, Pete from Jet Set Radio, Alex Kidd, and even non-Sega characters like Wreck-It Ralph. It even had exclusive PC characters like Yogscast and Team Fortress 2. I still remember Dragon Canyon, and I haven't touched the game since 2016. Not to mention the game had 16 tracks, while less than PSR. All of them stood out, and like the characters, came from different Sega properties. Hey guys, Future Dave here. I stopped editing this video to go play All-Stars Racing on my Wii U, while the servers are empty. That mainly comes from the Wii U itself. I also like the adventure mode, with you playing challenges to unlock tracks. Only problems are hard mode lives up to its name, and if you want to go for 100%, expert mode doesn't get unlocked until near the end of the game. I also feel like adventure mode overshadows the Grand Prix mode, which you need to beat to unlock your Mii, YU, Avatar, Spox, and Eggman, but that's just me. There was also another racing game that came out after PSR, but we'll get to that later as well. Well, let's talk about that now too. To anyone who bought TSR, I am very sorry. Nitro Fuel came out a month later, and if you bought TSR over it, you are probably already regretting your life. CTR, while a remake, is probably one of the best racing games ever. Hell, I'd say Nintendo has some competition, especially since they refused to make Mario Kart 9. There are 26 characters and 32 tracks, already more than PSR. Not to mention this game got free content updates, but unlike Nintendo, I already felt like my purchase was worth it. The game now has 56 characters, not including alternate costumes, and 40 tracks. It also has an adventure mode where you race off characters and do missions like collecting crystals, relic races, finding the hidden CTR letters, and even fight bosses who threw their house at you. Unlike PSR's story mode, CTR's isn't very long, but it doesn't need to be. Even going for 101% is faster than just beating half of PSR's adventure mode. I'm not joking. This game also has time trials, which are very hard, online which is still active, even after 4 years, and while I can't buy whatever I want in the shop, I at least have more control. The music for this game slaps, and there's even a setting to turn it back into the original music from the PS1. More remakes need to do that. Include tight controls, awesome tracks, and a bunch of content, and you got CTR, probably the best racing gaming in the 2010s. Yes, even better than Mario Kart 8. PSR, what the hell happened? You went from making one of the best and most underrated racing games ever to throwing it out the window, as well as releasing before a better racing game. In my opinion, PSR was doomed from the start, and another 2010s game that Sega fans will forget. Go buy All-Stars Racing Transformed if you have an Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, or YU. And if you have a Switch, just buy CTR. If you enjoy the video, like and subscribe. But anyway, that's all the time I got. I gotta get back to playing All-Stars Racing on my YU.
Thanks to your awful review, absolutely nobody will buy this game. You're welcome.